One shot, let's begin. Time Letter by Avogado 6. Translated and uploaded by Giglio Pese White Sun Scans and Conrad-chan. Alright, we're reading two one shot today. We're gonna be reading two by Avogado 6, and well, let's begin, everybody. They're rather short, so that's why we're doing two. Tap, tap, tap. Mailman-san, here, please deliver this letter to me 10 years later. Opens. To my future self 10 years later. How are you? What are you doing? Please give me a hint somehow from the current one. Card expecting a response? Please, bring me a reply from my future self. Understood. I'll remember to do that. Smile. Please, wait on that sofa over there in the meantime. Okay. Clack, clack, clack. Let's see. 10 years later. 10 years later. Ah, there we go. Opens. Oh. Oh. Rain. Is anyone home? I have a delivery. Huh? Is she not home? The door's open. How careless. Hello? I have a delivery for you from your past. Ugh. Nodding. Opened. Mailman-san, how did it go? Did you bring back a reply? Actually, I ended up eating your reply. Tee-hee. Come on, why did you do that? Sorry, I was really hungry. So before I noticed, I'll never forgive. Blush. Oh, how about I treated some ice cream to make up for it? Really? You can even have 2 or 3 scoops if you want. Awesome! I'll treat you to ice cream 10 years later as well. Yay! So, after 10 years, be sure to come and meet me here again, okay? It's a promise. Mailman-san, sorry for breaking our promise. I really wanted to eat ice cream with you again. The Tastiness of 100 Years by Mirai Do. Open. Hot dogs are available. That's quite sad. I'll go and read the other one, then we'll come back to this one. But brought to you by Giglio Pese Scans. Translator, typesetter, proofreader, and quality control, Conra and CLRD Henderson. Huh. Ugh. Alright, so let's begin. Prose by Avogado 6. Translated and uploaded by B minus Scans and Power 9. Alright, let's begin. How's the wedding ring? Good enough. I want plenty of cakes. Propose. It's going to rain in the evening. Huh? Oops. It's this sunny, though. Yeah. You're pulling my leg. What? It's true. Hey, let's play soccer. Oh, I'm coming. Bye. It's true. For real? Here, I have one extra, huh? No, but here. Thanks. This candy store's going to disappear. Land for sale. For real? You'll be turned down tomorrow. For real? That ice cream is a winner. Whoa, for real? Want it? Want it? Win. It'll snow heavily tomorrow. I'm getting the boots out. Oh, thanks. It'll be sunny tomorrow. It's snowing like crazy. We'll get married tomorrow. What? Another prediction? Yeah. Huh. I'll go get the form then. It's at the public office, right? Yeah. I'll be waiting. That was sweet in its own way. So, I chose these two because I was like, oh, time is going to be the theme that goes and brings these two one-shots together. Very, very different endings. Because I was also kind of waiting for it to be like for there to be some big reveal like at the end where it's like, okay, maybe the weather's kind of whatever, but it's like, uh-oh, she checked the forecast in advance. Uh-oh, she knew that the owner was gonna leave. Oh, she told the other girl about it. She like snuck in the popsicle stick or something like that. I was like waiting for this big twist, but the big twist was, oh, we're gonna get married soon, and I really do have psychic powers. And another thing I do appreciate about this manga, aside from it being a cute love story, well, there's two facets to the cute love story, but anyways, is you just see the evolution of time. It's like look at the outfit, boom, boom, a little older, a little taller. Then like no, here they're noticeably older, right? And it's like okay, they're kind of together now, and you see how they tower over the little ones. Oh, I didn't even notice her there at first, like right here in the little corner. That is cute. And then here it's like, hey, we're gonna get married tomorrow. And at this point, it's like, is that a prediction or is that an order? I love it. It's like, okay, well then, maybe I didn't quite see that in the future, but in the end, we do make our futures, right? So I did like that. That was a nice way to have a sweet ending. Now let's and on a little bit less of a sweet note, time letter. Dang, this one hit me for like a double, triple, quadruple twist. First, she delivers the letter. She's like, I'll remember to do that. I didn't think there was going to be anything supernatural. I thought it was going to be like, okay, let's go and, figure it out. Now do it on my own there. But here, he's wearing that sofa over there in the meantime. Boom, space time room. Okay, it's real. And then when they come here, I'm like, okay, something sinister is going to happen, obviously. And then, oh, that's so sad, right? And now I could see that letter right there too. And then, the eating the reply, I'm like, okay, I like the fact that he's like, hey, 10 years, let's go and meet again and have some more ice cream. And then it's like, sorry for breaking our promise. I really want to see ice cream with the little tear like drops on it too. That's very sad, And and I wonder too, because I don't know what this note might have said there, or if it might have changed or what happened, but maybe he just recognizes, hey, I can't go and change the past like that. And so he's like, well, apparently I made a promise, so I'm going to go and make that promise. Or maybe it's the letter says something different, and then, he tried to prevent it with the whole promise thing, and so, then the letter changes to add the disappointment to the suicide, unfortunately. Oof. And then I really wanted to eat ice cream with you again, right? But then it ends on this cute little picture too. It's just like a lot of layers of twists because like he's trying to do good for her, and she's, a little kid, and what drove her to that, and just the good nature of the mailman, and it's like with the mailman too. It's because whether or not, and this is certainly me overthinking it, whether or not in this universe the future is set in stone or you can affect it, I don't know which is a more tragic ending to this. One where it's set in stone, because let's say he's done this for a while, so he knows that he can do whatever he wants. The fate is ultimately going to be the same. Maybe there's some extra lore behind that, but then he sees the letter. Like, oh dang, okay, I guess that's what I'm going to have to do then. He sees there's a promise. He says the 10-year ice cream. So okay, boom. He goes and he knows she's going to kill herself, but he's going to play his role kind of, and try to do something for her because he's accepted law that he can't change the future. But then it's also like this other one where it's like, okay, maybe this is a future where the world can change, right? Like he could go and infect the past, but ultimately all he did was change the context of that letter. So even though he's still trying to do his best, you know, it's for naught. Double tragic, whichever way you choose to interpret that. But yeah, this was a good one. I think this one has some interesting coffee thoughts or dinner table thoughts or whatever you want to call them. I wonder if people would talk about this at the dinner table, maybe. Um, which one do I like better? I don't know. This one is cute, and I like that the twist is basically, or whether or not it's a twist, it's basically her being like, "Yeah, we're gonna get married tomorrow." It's like, "Okay, I'll do it." It's like the guy is just like, "Okay, I see what you mean. I'm gonna go and do it. All your predictions have come true." That'd be really cool. That's a sweet way, and it'd be really sweet if it ended on her not doing a prediction, but just telling him, and him like, "Yeah, I guess it makes sense at this point, right?" But this one is just the opposite with a tragedy. But I like how both of them are open for interpretation. I think that the time letter one will probably stick with me longer because it's a tragic ending that works tragically no matter how you, well, not no matter, but like in these two interpretations of whether or not you change the future or you don't. And then the other one, I guess you could kind of view it the same whether or not she was actually seeing that and predicting the future, or whether the guy did it. Ultimately, they were meant to be together. Maybe, yeah, I think I still prefer Time Letter a little bit more. I think I have more of a set in stone interpretation of the other one. It just makes more sense to me that at the end, she just tells them, and then they have it here. Versus here, where I'm not sure which is the more intended author's interpretation. But yeah, thank you all for watching, everybody. You go and make your future. You can change it, especially by what you do now, everybody. So just do your best. So with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for being born, y'all. Peace out.